welcome everybody to the Onward VRML Season 13, Week 15, final match of the season. My name's NightFiree with 2 E's. Today we are hopping into Mayhem versus Proteus, 2 top teams in the NA division, duking it out here for a chance to qualify into the regionals. Definitely a good bit on the line, and it's exciting to tune into matches like this when you get into the final moments of a season, because it is really a testament, a test of how you've developed across the whole season, and if you're ready to sort of advance on to that next step of the postseason. A lot of excitement, obviously, looking forward to that, but we have a game that we're about to dive into, looking at both teams in lobby ready to go, so we should get into both the pick bands and the map fit pick. Coming in from Mayhem, we have Tanker Band, and from Proteus, we have Quarantine Band. Coming in as the map pick, map 1 is going to be Downfall. This map picked by Mayhem. They'll be starting on offense, Proteus on defense. Mayhem, looking at the active roster for today, have Ghost, Get You to View, James Boke, High Voltage, and Wookie. And over on Proteus, we have Make It Great, 808, Suplex, Peas Gaming, Goldbro, and Ring Monster. Excited to see these 2 teams duke it out here this afternoon, and very much looking forward to the battles that we're going to have unfold on Downfall to kick things off. Obviously a longer range map, and so I do anticipate there to be some use of utility. Coordinated efforts and some use. When I say use of utility, I mean, you know, taking the 12 times, taking an extra point or 2 into that scope so that they do have a little more range on their guns, and then that of course has to get factored into the entire kit and how much smokes and all that are able to bring along with you as a team. But I've gone ahead and given the teams the go-ahead to get into the action, and so Downfall should begin here any moment with round 1. We appreciate anyone that is stopping by. You should have all your comments from last stream addressed here. Accurate stream title, accurate week. Got everything that we should have in order for the start of what is going to be an exciting NA battle. And again, these 2 teams, squads that have been around, part of the league for a little bit. I'm not sure on Proteus's history. New to season 13, but maybe that's a rebrand because they do have names I'm certainly familiar with, like Lord Beardsteak, Peas Gaming, just to name a few. But into the action we go, as round 1 is kicking off, so no more time to look at the past. We have to look at the now. Mayhem going to, again, being on the attack. Proteus on the defense. Early suppressive fire coming downrange from Ghost, trying to catch out any rotations off of defense. But it seems that they'll be able to set up accordingly. Goldbro actually is going to kick things off by catching High Voltage through a very nice little gap here just over the top of the awning. Very good shot over to that 2-story under pressure too, with that suppressive fire coming down from Ghost. Very good shots there from Goldbro. Sorry for the camera there. Oh man, that suppressive fire really coming close there to tagging Goldbro. Anywhere on the hand, elbow. Wookie also putting rounds downrange onto this position. Reloading that LMG, as they had done a lot of suppressive fire from the top of that hill, and I think they're likely to rotate potentially over into that White House, but at the very least into the back of Ravine here, where they can then put some more rounds downrange, some more suppressive fire onto some potential sniper corners. Oh, wow, they just barely get across.
Across the valley behind White House.
Was identified, though. Oh, it almost does find the kill back. Nice shots there from Ghost, threading the needle to down one. Wookiee identifying that they did get down when those shots came through. And you can even hear the concern that it could just be a down. And Wookiee's actually throwing a grenade to try to get it up there to confirm, but I think it might have been a smoke.
I can give you some suppressive rounds here in a minute.
And you can hear that they definitely understand the tactics and preferences of their opponent. Suppressive fire coming through again. Peas this time.
-1 North Hotel.
Gonna find kills. The suppressive fire not really disrupting Peas as they're able to hold North down pretty firmly. There's gonna be a confirm there, and finally shots come in from Ring. They've been close to identifying this rotation for a while, but couldn't quite see it. Wookiee will be able to get inside 3-story and likely push up and confirm that down they had. There it is.
Alright, confirmed to Center Hotel. He's dead.
No more comms for Suplex, and we'll see if these guys can push up just a touch further. 3v4 at a slight disadvantage, but not in a bad position. James still pushing in from the north.
About 3 minutes left.
And they are aware of the time constraints, so... Oh, those shots almost do connect onto Wookiee. They're able to duck down, hit the deck, go prone, and avoid those shots connecting. They also do have the threat of Peas also looking out from that tower, and so... Luckily, Wookiee does drop back. Peas does find James trying to push in from the north.
Box 2, just me and you.
All it comes in that it's just the two of them pushing in from this side.
One peeking center of Center Hotel, bottom floor.
Just on the hunt for any kind of kill they can find. Goldbro does have a clean line if they do decide to peek out the window, but first round definitely going the distance here. 1:15 on the clock, but a 1v4 ahead of Ghost. A good solid defense so far from Proteus. Thrown out. Another one falling up, and that's a flash. Ghost now blinded from that, but does do a good job of poking and prodding at this defense. Peas wisely rotates back to the objective to really ensure that this cap's not going to happen, and Ghost now going to have a very tough time pushing down from this roof. Yeah, make it green. Finds a piece. Going to push out. That's going to be the round for Proteus. Getting hot in here. Had to open up a window. Apologies. Wonder what the connoisseur vote is on this one today. A little bit split. Sometimes you see it pretty heavily stacked one side, but 21 to Mayhem, 7 to Proteus. 3 to 1 odds, as they say. Defensive rounds don't necessarily tell a story, and so we'll see what their offensive push looks like. Especially with downfall, we could just be in store for a trading down of defensive rounds. Kind of taking a look at where we could be headed for the rest of the series if we are going to be sticking to this kind of range. Save that thought for another between the round moment. We do get back into it. Different spawn for Mayhem on defense. This is one of the few objectives that you can get multiple spawns. And so we'll have to see how Mayhem rolls out here.
Salute now.
Good luck, mates.
Sounds like they're going for a risky defensive rotation, or at least one they consider to be risky, as James pushes up. Goldbro is going to peek out the window and find the kill. Almost finds a refrag on the cross from Red Truck, but they also get out and down into the north, and good control now into the hands of Proteus on the north side. A nice early push for them. We'll have to see how that ends up paying off, as we also have shots coming in down onto that position. Maybe just suppressive fire from Goldbro, but oh, there's a kill. Suplex trying to get a little bit too aggressive, pushing out from those stairs, and High Voltage is holding from behind the wall. A drone would have been helpful to identify that position, but either way. Works out for Mayhem to even things back up 4-4.
Moving through Valley on White House. He's over by White House, possibly down, but can't see over the fence at posts.
South Valley is identified, and right now Proteus is splitting Mayhem well. High Voltage focused on this side, considering Goldbro in that position and that threat. And the rest of Mayhem, the trio, is positioned to defend from the south. Wookiee and Ghost inside the 3-story. Get you to view tucked into the 2, and it is really just going to be P's ring and make it great 808 trying to push their way forward here.
I don't trust it. He might be in that dark room just waiting for a shot.
Conversations about how they want to push, obviously coming in. P's
Upper dumpster.
nearly goes down by deciding to rotate down through this valley.
A sniper?
No, but maybe a suppressor. I'm gonna look at second floor, upper dumpster. Actually, no, because
It's not worth it.
yeah. They're just firing pot. Okay, so there's the 2 in Valley. One pushed up the
Almost
lower
a
dumpster,
kill
another one's
there.
still in the backside of Valley.
Coming in from Ghost, but an intense battle here as Ghost tries to find the shots downrange.
No, I'm the only one watching south right now.
And you heard the call out. They are the only one watching south. Get you to view is not looking
Upper dumpster, second floor.
anywhere over in the south. They're holding a late angle for the south to actually push towards Ghost. Shots from Peas coming very close to tagging Ghost, but not quite. Peas does try and cross, almost gets tagged.
I got red truck. I got him. There's one on me. Lower dumpster, upper dumpster.
Oh man, Peace gets one inside 3-story. They know that Get You to View is on the other side. Proteus are into a 3v3 with maybe a little more knowledge. Actually, probably an equal amount of knowledge. If anything, Mayhem know where this entire team is now because of Get You to View, and they have to know that they're there on the other side. Yeah, there it is. Make it great, catches the kill. They're going to push forward here. Almost get scooped up as they do get tagged in the shoulder. They'll heal and be able to continue on. Wookiee is getting surrounded. And Proteus are looking to take this round. With a nice C4 detonation from Wookiee, though, there is at least one kill. Wookiee's going to push down and find the confirm.
There's one more on me at Center Hotel. He's on the south side.
High Voltage flies out to find that kill. It's a 1-2 swap. Now up to make it. They have to push their way forward here.
Yeah, he's really close to me.
50 seconds left on the clock for this push.
I heard him on the east side, outside of the building. He's pushing me.
Wookiee being sure to communicate what they're hearing and experiencing here. 30 seconds left. What kind of utility is left? Oh, they go up there. Interesting shots onto what they thought was a target, but it wasn't. It ends up exposing their rotation, and Wookiee pops up to find the kill. A nice hold from High Voltage and Wookiee to clutch that round. Tied up 1 apiece. An exciting beginning to the series. Overall scoreline 1 apiece. This is just map 1 if you're tuning in. Plenty of high tier NA action left ahead of us. Didn't catch the action. Just earlier this afternoon, we had a great matchup between two top EU teams. Boss fight ended up taking the victory 12-6, but I wonder if we're going to see one of these teams pull away here. Kind of the question I'm getting at, because in that matchup between Boss Fight, there was, at the start of every map, a 1-1, 2-2 scoreline, but then eventually they would kind of find a group. Maybe it was an objective swap, or they just found the early picks they needed. Who knows? But I'm curious if we'll see that happen here today, or if it is just going to be a battle of defensive rounds and back and forth. Round 3, and we go. New objective over in the east side. Don't see it get chosen often, but the only objective in the east.
So on this second cross, they'll get to dumpster here. Right side of it here.
Upper red's big.
Northeast spawn. One is by red truck near Center Hotel.
I always do like to listen into the comms early in a round. Players communicating position, how they're going to push, discussing strategy.
I don't see anything in the dark room of North Marsoc.
When we turn off the lasers around the player,
The north dark room is what I'm talking about, the basement one.
can't see anything either in that window.
No, I don't see
We
anything.
do know one's there. They're tucked in enough that they can't see all the way deep into that corner. 4:20 on the clock. Bit of a rotation coming in here. James Boken Ghost over in the north side. I wonder what their plan of approach is going to be here. Again, just slow pace here on Downfall as this Mayhem squad sets up. Gold Bro lined up here. High Voltage has made their way into a 2-story. But the Proteus positions are all pretty tucked in. You know, they're really going to have to commit to pushing forward here until any of these really become active. Ring Monster in particular, you know, deeply tucked into this window. It's going to take a cross or a push down this main street to push up to the objective. And as long as Ring stays tucked in, High Voltage shouldn't get a line here onto Ring. It's very close, though. If Ring was any bit farther forward, this defensive position would be exposed because they're staying tucked in deep in this window. Does get them that much more coverage. Obviously limits their view, how much they can see out, but it's smart. There's no need for them to be looking any farther forward. This team, Mayhem, have to push across that big open space to get up to the objective.
Yep, he's crawling to Villa, northeast. Gold.
Make it great. Catches the shot up through the middle. James trying to rotate in. Does go down to Ring Monster.
-1. Over behind Gold.
Oh, and there's finally a kill coming in for Mayhem. Proteus do lose one. Wookie able to get on the board.
Far east. Tower is still alive.
Suppressive fire coming into tower. 56 seconds left. James going to have to be rezzed here. This is pretty risky because they should still have eyes out that window, but maybe distractions coming in from the north allow for this res. Suplex does pop up and catches the kill out the window from the tower. We do want to keep our eyes over on this duo as they do get Gold Bro flying up to the objective. Tablet comes out for Mayhem. Make It Great is here on objective, but they are right on the back side of it. They're going to try and swing in through these smokes. Tablet does come out. C4 detonated. No, a nade gets dumped by Make It Great. A great nade. James flies the corner. They end up getting scooped up in blind fire through the smoke. Suplex finds the kill, and Proteus hold on to what could have been 3-1 for Mayhem, and instead goes the way of Proteus. I mean, quite the duel we're in for this afternoon. Round 3 down to the wire. 15 seconds left. Well-timed push coming in from Mayhem. Not quite enough. Already kind of thinking, where do we go for map 2? I want to start looking at that stats. I know I already asked the question, then we got right into the actions. We'll see if that happens again. Proteus will be picking map. Subway, Cargo, Bazaar, all strong points for them. Tanker obviously off the table. Coming in from Mayhem. Quarantine not an option either. I don't know why Tanker was taken out. Proteus is 1-1 on the map. Maybe they just know the players and understand their efficiency on that map. But they haven't played it a lot this season. In comparison, Mayhem, maybe it's just a weak point for them. Yeah, 1-0. So played one game, lost that one game, did not win it. So I do think maybe just a weak point for them, but either way, could be in store for a shorter range map 2. We'll have to see. We're not quite there yet. We're still in map number 3. Gold Bro's going to take up position, take some early shots, and catch James Boak trying to rotate into defensive position. Can they find another pushing over to the north? Shots do come in. They need to reload. They don't get the reload fast enough. One is able to push up there in this ravine. They do get caught out. Shots come in. High voltage able to get one. There's another down in the valley, though. Does high voltage know this? They have to keep pushing
There's another there.
a little farther forward to be able to see. They really have to expose themselves up over the top of this hillside.
Hey, where did we lose our teammate?
This defensive position is super powerful in that it holds down the rotation from this ravine that they're looking at, but also from that hilltop. Suplex able to get Wookie.
-1 on church.
Battles across the field.
Upper red down, upper red down.
Hard to track all of the kills, especially with this kind of range between them. 2-2 though now is get you to view and Ghost to the last alive. Bring Monster up through the middle, but then they also have one that's going to rotate and get this res on to make it. No one going to be able to contest this, and then this duo pushing up to the objective, I don't think will be identified. Resed up and ready to go. Getting the confirm there on the one that they do have downed on the hilltop. Certainly would have been a powerful communication point. But yeah, Make It does have a line. They can just kind of walk forward here. Once they get into this divot in particular. And push all the way up to Ghost on objective. Or even then, it's a 1v1. And Ghost's here, holding in on the inside, looking out the window at the back. But again, no view of this whole side where Griffin and Make It Great could push in.
Yeah.
Over one.
Gold Bro's gonna get up in a 2-story. They'll have a view down onto that window. Oh, when they find themselves a couple of bullets for their trouble. 203 smoke comes in, does nicely deny view. Get you to view, does have to rotate now off of this position, especially with the pushing into the objective. Ghost rotates around the corner, shuts them down, but they lose their defender on that backside. Make it great, does find that kill. A good nade toss, a great nade toss, but doesn't quite catch Ghost. Who's tucked in. Minute 35, and it's come down to these three working their way up to the objective. Counter flash. Ghost also blind, but they do catch Make It before they're able to tuck back in. Great use of utility from them. Goldbro actually throwing this smoke in front of them. It ended up denying them vision on being able to support their teammate. An unfortunate mishap from Goldbro, but they're still waiting in this tower. They know Ghost is there. Trying to play off the fact that Ghost does have to kind of, should at least maybe want to check around the objective space a little bit more than they are. Time is of the essence, though, and 30 seconds left. Goldbro is going to push out. Ghost nicely tucked in. This is definitely going to come down to, I would say, a close quarters engagement, but Goldbro may take it to mid-range. They're looking for any utility. Nothing on there. Downed enemy. 9 seconds left. Ghost tucked in. It's going to come down to the wire. Ghost does peek out. 3, 2, 1. The kill comes in from Goldbro. With 1 second left, they clutch the round and take a knee. In celebration, maybe to take a breath. Relax their heart rate. Proteus are up on Mayhem 3-1 on Mayhem's map pick. What a huge clutch kill. That's that. Well, it's not that. Mayhem is certainly a team where capable of bouncing back from a little adversity. A team well experienced in the VRML, and I anticipate them to be able to bounce back from what has been maybe a difficult start. And I do appreciate everyone that is stopping by and hanging out in chat, just taking a quick look at those fine folk enjoying the action here this afternoon. And I've seen some interesting comments around the desire of certain teams to win. I imagine because they're determining potential rank of certain players and teams. Proteus, again, right up there. And if they do win, we'll be moving into that top 8, I believe.
No unnecessary peeks. Call outs. We can defend each other. We have alternating.
We'll have to see, though, as we swap objectives, how they do defend here. If they can get this defensive round, they will take Mayhem's map 4-1. This objective certainly capable, though, and Mayhem could be back in this tied 3-3 after this round. Suplex and Ring Monster able to get through the bullets. Suplex doesn't get through that, though.
One of them fucking clipped me along the goddamn wall.
Ring Monster could rotate for the res. There's definitely eyes on that rotation. Especially now.
I could probably get him. Should I
Get you to view. Will find the kill. It will cost them. Goldbro does get another kill. I suppose it's a down. In the first down. For Proteus. Ring Monster nearly gets shot up.
Another one, West Road. He's in the back behind lower dumpster.
Can't quite get the res. They are able to tuck back in, though. The confirm comes in from Get You to View, though, and so now...
Nice, confirm.
How do they want to push here? Oh, another kill coming in from Goldbro, just over the top.
3. Got one running from north of the top.
4-3, 4-3, 4-3.
They do have an accurate kill count right now. High Voltage could be running into another trap or another this line of sight here from Goldbro. Oftentimes players will suppress this window just to dump rounds through because of this position. It's so hard to identify the enemy in.
You got your door, Peas. You're all good.
Please keep an eye on that hill running from North Hotel to make sure they don't revive him.
Peas has a lot of attention on them. Several eyes worried about what Peas could see here. You can see they're really minimizing their exposure, just peeking over the top, not aiming their gun, really minimizing their profile out the window. They may be able to stand up and catch James here, who is rotating. The child of Peas maybe making Peas' location a little bit more known than they wanted. If anything, it makes it enticing for Wookiee. It's bait as they try and push up onto Peas, who finds the kill. James out in the open does get a great shot through the window. The long range pickup there. And they're going to be able to continue their push forward, but Proteus have an advantage 3-2. James now suddenly the most forward. Where is the rest of their team? Deep behind them. Goldbro likely to still have an angle on that. Although it looks like High Voltage has gotten past Goldbro's line of sight here. What does the approach look like is the big question. Can Proteus clutch up this defensive round, or will James... I say maybe it's Mayhem that are going to be clutching it up here, because James and Voltage at the disadvantage, backs against the wall, need to lock in this round to stay alive on their map pick. We'll see if James and High Voltage can clutch it up. Goldbro ring and make it great. Still here, ready to defend. Goldbro tucked in deep enough that James shouldn't see them through the window yet. Monster watching the flank just in case they try and push in from that back basement, try and cap. Although I don't think they can't with this objective, so really just, I guess, defending from that rotation from the ravine. Goldbro almost gets clipped. Shots don't quite connect from James, though.
He's in the southeast window,
Now James' position identified. Make it great, finds the pusher, and now it's all up to James in a 1v3. Goldbro goes down. Smoke is here on Make It Great. James tries to find the shots. A flash comes out. Does catch James and forces them into the corner. Time ticks down. Ring Monster here. James is in the smoke. Make it great. Oh no, James runs out of ammo. The knife comes out. Ring Monster is here. James is trying to knife. Oh no! The chaos! It and ship it. What just happened? Team kill into a knife through the wow. Come on, Mayhem hanging in there. A big round for them as they now go on defense. Proteus losing that advantage they had accumulated. Slowly but surely, although I suppose a 2-point lead is not anything to shake a stick at. Now only a 1-point lead. And again, Mayhem going on the defense. So Proteus has to now attack. What a clutch from the Mayhem squad. The duo finding what they need. James actually finding all three. Well, I say all three, but they get 2 kills technically with the help from the enemy. Oh, I can't believe it. The out of ammo on both. I mean, come on.
You know what? I'm gonna go far north. Or far east.
Yeah, they're gonna pop up over the hill there.
I'm gonna go behind this northeast crater bungalow here and look over.
Yeah, he's gonna pop up 100%.
Yeah.
Ring Monster. KD suffering from the team kill. Oh, what a good start for Peas. Catching high voltage, trying to pop up. They knew it was going to happen. Talking about it at the start of the round, that they're going to pop up. And I suppose if you're ready for it, then you can find the kills you need. Goldbro also connects as we continue to stay on board this advancing push coming in from Ring. Proteus off to the races here. 2 down. James may be able to get the first one. Maybe the third dead. Not too careful. Ability comes in. A nice chuck of a flash. And James has already dropped back, trying to rotate into cover. Actually has deployed a smoke in defense, and James is going to find the kill onto Ring on the edge. They'll rotate all the way to that ravine side to catch Ring and confirm the kill, so Ring won't be able to radio this information in. That rotation may cost them, as Suplex is trying to push up, but can't catch James in time. And James doing a nice job of really threatening this duo here. Question is, will James be ready for Suplex, who has pushed far forward? No, they won't. Suplex hears the footsteps, catches the headshot. Proteus into a 4v2. Proteus may be making up for their tough round loss, but we'll have to see. Wookie and Get You to View still here and alive on objective. Goldbro and Make It Great haven't threatened this side yet. And time isn't quite pressuring them to push yet. 3 minutes left, so for now, they're still trying to find picks, even though they have quite the advantage 4-2. Still looking to get anything else they can. No real advancement yet from Peas or Suplex, but they are on the backside of this Mayhem defense. There it is, 1 kill. Coming in from Wookiee. 1 kill to start the comeback from Mayhem. Counter utility coming in as well from Wookiee. They're very exposed though to an angle there from Suplex on the back hill. Shots come in from Get You to View to push them back. Oh, is that a nade? What a nade! Come on! It catches Suplex. What a toss. Mayhem are clinging on. A 2v2 now, as Wookiee rotates around to make sure there's no pressure onto the corner. They do go down. Goldbro with a huge pick. It's 2-2, and Peas has all the time in the world. They're not rushed. They're going to drop back, rotate around, and get the res. But what a toss.
Lower dumpster where?
What a toss. A great nade. Puts a pause on this Proteus aggression. And yeah, they're going to be able to safely get this res.
You said church?
Yeah.
Scooped up.
Just peek over. Try to spot him.
Oh. Roof.
They know Get You. Oh no, team shots coming in onto the roof.
Hotel roof. He moved. Sorry.
Callouts do come in to cease fire. And the trio is here with a minute left. Proteus. You can hear the call out. I almost pulled a ring. Oh no, ring monster. Get You to View, still tucked in. Peeks out, sees the head of Peas, can't catch the kill. Proteus happy about their victory over Mayhem and a start of a good series for Proteus. We now go into their map pick. And that was a great map 1. That's all I'll say about that. I mean, fantastic nades coming in, chaos, just as you'd expect at the high level with the smoke there. And as I anticipated, we are going to close quarters for map 2. It is going to be Suburbia. I was thinking maybe something like Cargo or Suburbia, really. So makes sense that we're headed here as the pick of Proteus. Didn't seem like long range was too much of a trouble for the Proteus team up against Mayhem, though. So I wonder if now changing the pace of things may actually work into the favor of Mayhem. I can see the comments in chat over that last knife kill. But there's going to be some great comments over the nade toss. Yeah, happy we're watching this one. What a great series to finish off season 15 with. It's getting me excited about that postseason. Getting me to look forward to that postseason, which comes up and I believe starts next week. I think teams in the round robin stage have an opportunity to schedule their matches over the course of the week. I believe they play out 3, like it's a best of 3, and the format's a little different. And so do keep your eyes out for midweek matches next week, but then the following weekend, not next weekend, but the weekend after, we are going to be live over at twitch.tv/VR Master League, YouTube, Facebook, and venues, and we'll also be doing giveaways of HyperX products, including mice, keyboards, headphones, microphones, the whole gambit coming in from HyperX there. So do please be sure to tune in when we get into that postseason, which does start, again, not next weekend, but the weekend after. And so, giveaways and gameplay like this, come on. What more could you ask for as we get into Suburbia? Round number 1, Proteus' map pick.
Carport center, carport center.
Ooh, and he's really trapped. Nice pinch from the team there. Get you to view, and Ghost squeezing Peas. Shots coming in under their toes. Peas still alive, though. Who will identify this? I say still alive, but not for long as Wookiee takes shots underneath the APC. Everyone shooting at Peas over here is Proteus. Do not get off to a great start. 2 down, 5 alive for Mayhem. Definitely a solid defensive kickoff to their enemy's map pick. Oh, another kill. Get you to view, can't quite catch Suplex. Make it great. Really now kind of tucked in after all this aggression from Mayhem has caught out their offense. There's going to be Get You to View catching the APC. And it's all up to make it great in a 1v5 on round 1. One kill. They read that there's going to be aggression from James, but James doesn't commit. Doesn't need to overextend around the corner, but it's what Naked's waiting for. And they're really just trying to get information, listening to these footsteps, listening to the comms. Trying to figure out what they should be doing here, because rushing in, not going to get them anything. If anything, they're hoping Mayhem will settle. But Mayhem should have an accurate kill count, so they're going to continue to go on the hunt.
Might only be one up, judging by their movements.
And Make It Great does catch a great kill onto James, but through the shrubs, Ghost fires. Wookiee also had an angle there, but Mayhem hold on nicely. Good solid defensive round there from them, and Proteus, not the ideal start to their map pick. One 1-0 to take us into Suburbia. Pace obviously a bit different. The only reason that round was as long as it was is because of the slow play from Make It, but nearly had our score settled within the first 2 minutes. We'll have to see if Mayhem are going to apply that kind of aggression again. You know, why not at this point? And if the close quarters works for them, then I would anticipate them going to it again. Although abandon is an option. I just don't know if that would be the right choice, considering they didn't win on downfall, which is the true test of range. Obviously, indicators that Proteus are capable of shooting at range, and so we'll have to see how Suburbia plays out. We're only into the first round. It was a defensive win for Mayhem. Now we have to see how they attack and how Proteus deal with what could be a very, or it should be, a very coordinated Mayhem squad on the attack. Take a look at the KDs. Out the gate, 2 in the pocket for Make It, but 1 apiece for everyone on Mayhem. Nice spread to kick things off. We now see how they plan on attacking. Again, we swap sides and get into round number 2 for map 2.
At the gate. I just have to hit the
No,
fences.
just hold for a bit.
Okay.
Do it.
Ooh, and James almost catches bees.
Bus.
Identifies one at bus and sends a lot of shots over the top of Ring Monster, but for now, everyone on Proteus is alive. Try and throw this nade over
Trying to frag that Hisco spot there.
the bus. Yeah, a little too far. Shots are also coming at the bus here, but through the upper part, not the lower, which is where Peas is prone and is waiting. Oh, and as they rotate back, James does peek out. Suplex catches get you to view, trying to rotate up through the middle. Good start. They peek this out. Could be bad news. James is there. Shots come in and catch the ankle. A 1-for-1 trade.
I'm down. Behind bus.
Ring and Peas are down. Peas is confirmed. Rotation's coming in. Make It Great gets caught out. High Voltage scoops up that kill. Wookiee able to identify that potentially. No, they're alive and ready. And shots come in from High Voltage up the center. The chaos, the rotations. Mayhem capitalizes on them. I'm not sure what Wookiee was doing back there, not advancing with the team, but either way, full squad comes alive, and who am I to question the powers of a 2-0 player? As Mayhem do a nice job and taking a solid lead here on Suburbia. Again, looking a little risque for Proteus. That objective, volatile, to say the least. We'll have to see how this one goes. Suburbia as a map, really kind of volatile, so I don't know that what we're seeing is going to change, but yeah, Crazy Dave actually filling me in too on what I was confirming what I was saying with next weekend is the single day Swiss qualifier, and then next weekend is the Group A and B round robin. So postseason abound, folks. that's the moral of the story. We also do have a couple of obvious tournaments here for what we're dubbing Fall Fest of VRML. Right now, we're just about to get into it when we start with the Blast On Last Chance qualifier next weekend. If you do want to enter into that Last Chance qualifier, signups will open up next week. That's been starting tomorrow. You can head on over to vrml.gg and navigate to the tournaments page where you'll find all the information you need to sign up for that Blast On Last Chance qualifier. The reason you're going to want to enter into that is because if you do qualify through that tournament, then you will be entered into their championship with a $10,000 prize pool on the line. And so definitely worth trying to compete for if you are a Blast On fan. And I do encourage you to tune into that action next weekend. It's going to be certainly exciting to watch, and looking forward to that. Then again, obviously following that, we have our round robin A and B stages the weekend after. That leads us into several weekends of postseason for Onward into November, where Echo Arena's postseason begins. We'll then end Fall Fest at the end of Echo Arena Finals, giving away items from HyperX all throughout the course of postseason, starting with Onward in October. So a lot of prizes to get. I mean, really giveaways every weekend once we get into the postseason for Onward. Every weekend until November 20th. which is when we have the Echo Arena Finals. And even if you're not an Echo Arena fan, I do encourage you to tune into that because there's definitely going to be some good giveaways. And we have some good products on the line there for the finals on the 20th. So do please check that out. But yeah, what a exciting time to be tuning into VR esports, to say the least. And if this is any indicator, very much looking forward to some more action in front of us. I wonder, but no pauses coming in. I feel like I've been talking too long. Do a pause or not. It wouldn't surprise me if Proteus took one. Doesn't seem so. Just a long time between rounds. We get into our next objective.
Try to take control of the lane 1, lane 2 area, but then they are going to try to smoke up and go through lane 3.
A deep understanding of how a team likes to approach. Obviously, again, doing their homework, or at the very least, they've scrimmaged them a couple of times and memorized those sorts of strategies from the past. High Voltage deploying some very aggressive defensive plays here. They're going to find the back of Make It Great. Mayhem feeling confident off of their 2-0 lead. Now have a 5v3. Voltage drops back to the middle. And everything is A-okay for the Mayhem team. And as I say that, Peas does go down. Nice pickup there from Blazer as they find High Voltage. Oh, and maybe there was a sub. I think Blazer potentially being subbed in here for Proteus. Maybe that's what took the time. Peas again finds James through shrubs. Much better round for Proteus. They've bounced back from a tough start. 5-3 now to 3v2 in favor of Proteus. I want to keep our eyes on the advance as Peas rotates around.
Negative is 3-2. 3-2. I took out 2.
Looks like they have an accurate kill count. Identifying their 3-2 advantage. Ghost should have eyes over the top of the shrubs here. Shots do come back, and they don't quite connect on to Ghost. Oh, Peas does throw a nade over the top of the house. It falls down and detonates to catch the kill. Mayhem are all down to Wookiee. As Proteus may be able to get back into this with the Marsoc win, we'll have to see. Currently 1v2. Res should be available, though, for Peas. Could be a 3v1 for Proteus here soon. I'm now being informed it's GT4U to view. But I like the gamer speak of get you to... We'll go GT4 from now on. GT, I guess. I don't know. GT4 is a mouthful. As soon as the res comes up, Wookiee finds the kill. Blazer not going to be able to cross out in the open for free. Now Goldbro and Peas know this, though. Goldbro has the lasers in so close to catching the elbows of Wookiee there. They know they're in the corner, but oh man, Wookiee is holding that line. C4 detonated behind them to catch any rotation. They try and get aggressive, hoping that C4 had found it down. They could have peeked out on Goldbro, had the 1-2 punch. I like the idea, but it doesn't work out that way, and both survive for Proteus' first round on their map pick. They're not letting Mayhem crawl back into this one just yet, although obviously Mayhem really have already done that with a powerful 2-0 start. If Proteus can now put up a defensive round, it is going to be a challenge here. We're going to be right back into a battle for Suburbia, and well, I don't know, that was just a much better round from Proteus. Even though there was that great play up the middle from Mayhem to get aggressive on defense out the gate. I like that style, especially knowing how much they had dominated in those first 2 rounds. Really trying to play off of the mental aspect of things and shut them down early, but hats off to Proteus for persevering through that deficit and ultimately coming out on top for that round. And yeah, I'm loving the discussions we're seeing in chat all around what teams are qualifying where, who is going to get into what. That's the big question. Those are the questions, especially now as we get into what is the final hours of the season. 15 weeks of people playing and grinding and trying to climb that regular season ladder. And it all comes down to, well, in some ways, this matchup for some teams, but yeah, there's this matchup is hype for more than just these two teams playing and me casting. It is quite an important and maybe even heart racing match for a couple of other players as well. Either way, we get back into it. Let's see if Mayhem can bounce back and get another round on the board, or if Proteus are mounting the comeback. Suppressive fire coming in from Goldbro. Suplex, make it great. Peas all positioned on the outer edge where it looks like Mayhem are stacked heavily. Nades and utility coming in, but not catching Peas or make it.
Fox 5.
And Peas just like identifying that they have all 5 alive on defense. Point of view takes shot. Suppressive fire just over the top of GT4. James actually finds the kill onto the corner. And a little more suppressive fire getting put out. GT4 rotating around the outside. Make It Great doesn't see the toes underneath. And oh, that nade goes up and over. Does it catch Make It Great? No, it goes a little too far and it's a smoke. So it's not going to explode and down Make It here, who is in a bit of an off-meta position. And actually, they're not going to be seen at all because GT4 can't see through this smoke.
He's on the porch that way.
Oh, a great kill from Suplex does get one. Wookiee identifying this as flashes and utility comes in. A nice peek there from Make It Great to get that kill. Goes still here through the wood. And Make It Great's going to catch the headshot. Mayhem down to 2. Proteus with 4 alive on defense. Up to James and High Voltage to make their way through and try and clutch this up for Mayhem. Nice rotation out there from Suplex. Now James alone in their efforts. A 1v4 ahead of them. This could be Proteus tying this up 2-2. and James takes the challenge. They do get shot, and you do see them throw a heal on themselves as they drop back. I think they're flashed here. As that dissipates, they refixate back. 1v3. Blazer sees the rotation. They're going to shut that down. Nice 3/4 coverage, and Proteus bounce right back. Take 2 for themselves. Maybe it was just the objective. Either way, we are tied up here 2-2. There's a look at your KD feed with a stylistic background. And a quick look at the overall scoreline this afternoon. 4-2 on downfall, now tied on Suburbia 2 apiece. Proteus maybe outperforming the expectations of the connoisseur voters, at least. And again, I think it was a 1-3 odds in favor of Mayhem. Not quite over yet, as Mayhem have obviously proven that they can and are playing well here this afternoon. They just need to string together a couple of rounds on their opponent's map pick, which they were doing, but like I had said, Mayhem capable of bouncing back, so is Proteus. Clearly capable of bouncing back, as we're now evened up. We go to Burning Building. We'll see if this objective is any better than the last one they had over here on Playground. Mayhem will be going on the defense to start things off, and Proteus on the attack as we get into round number 5.
Yep. I will take the outside road, though.
Yeah.
Yep.
Suplex going back, great car. I'm pushing in behind the hedges.
I'm pushing in tight.
All right, go.
Getting aggressive here up to the playground. Trying to take early control. They're going to try and shut down this Mayhem offense / defense, I should say, really, as Mayhem does try and push up into the carport. They're having trouble getting through the suppressive fire of Goldbro, who's caught a couple of kills now. Wookie advancing into the entire team, who's now taking control of playground. Blazer puts rounds through the shrubs, and all they do is tag Wookie, can't quite kill him. High Voltage and Wookie crashing back to the objective. Do get there relatively safe, but not before Pease catches Wookie prone. GT4 goes down. High Voltage alone on the corner. They're going to fly it. They'll catch one. A 1v4, though, is what they're in store for. And I got to wonder if a cap is on the mind of this Proteus team right now. High Voltage is aware of the situation they find themselves in, a trade away from losing the round. And Proteus do take the Marsoc W. Bouncing back on their map pick. 3 points in a row. Mayhem need to stop the bleeding now, and they need to do it while they're attacking. Not an easy task to do, but certainly one Mayhem is capable of doing. If they don't, Proteus will be taking that W and likely shaking things up in that top 8 region. Whew. And that's exciting. Exciting for me, at least. Maybe stressful for you fine folks at home that are hoping Mayhem can put out a W here, hoping Mayhem can get 2 rounds, or at the very least 2 points, whether it's with the cap or not, in these next few rounds here. Love the regular season and love the postseason. I love VRML and always happy to be casting forward. I see some great shout outs. I really appreciate the positive comments. I do the casting for you fine folk that enjoy it, and when you're enjoying it, well, I am enjoying it. So thank you so much for those kind words in chat. I really do appreciate that. Thank you for tuning in. Tell your friends. Tell your wife. Don't hide your kids. Get them out here. I don't swear. I don't swear. I can't say what the players will say in game, okay? So I can't speak for them, but you won't hear any bad words out of me on stream, so at your own risk, I guess, on that one. But maybe hide your kids. I don't know. Up to you. Bring them in. Mute the stream. Do what you want. Just watch, please, as we do get into another round, Proteus versus Mayhem. And I realize I had Proteus spelled wrong. Pro Tuesday, but I apologize for that. Finally, the let's up, and the team from Proteus does advance up. They'll be able to push forward as this trio. Oh, GT4 does catch one. Turns things into a 4v4 as they did lose one early. James doesn't see Peas rotating here, and Peas is going to catch James pillaging their teammate, and they know they're on the other side of this Hesco. But what a game of cat and mouse. James is going to catch the elbow first. Proteus down to 3. Mayhem at an advantage, 4-3. On the attack. Need to lock this round in. Keep this series going. Otherwise, the win is in Proteus' hands. A big round for them on defense. We'll have to see if they can stick to their guns and stay disciplined. And wow, what a battle here. As we're into a 2v2, Blazer's going to get flanked soon enough. GT4 doesn't have the angle through these hedges. Blazer incredibly focused in front of them, not necessarily behind them where GT4 is. And actually, Wookiee catches the rotation. Suplex alone on objective with 4 minutes left. And Wookiee almost team killed. Four and 4 for Suplex, the last one alive on defense. See the rotation on the overhead. The line that they keep checking here. Won't be able to quite see GT4 through the shrubs. .230. Getting pushed up through the center, sees GT4. Tucks in, exposing themselves a little bit to Wookiee's position there. They're actually going to try and drop around. They do get around the corner. They don't see GT4. They're now going to rotate back. Wookiee's not going to catch this. Confirm shots there from Wookiee. Do give away their position, though. They didn't see Wookiee get behind white car. Suplex. Certainly going to get scooped up by Wookiee as they peek up and over the car. No, they don't see them either. GT4 is up in the front. They're going to be the one that finds the kill.
OBJ.
And Mayhem tie this thing up, 3 apiece. Who will take, well, will we go to a map 3 decider? That's the question on the mind now. That's the question on the minds now. Proteus, 1 round away from taking a series against Mayhem, potentially confirming their position into the top 7. I say potentially because even map 3 might have an effect in terms of how much they can win or lose map 3. But I think Mayhem are safe. They can't get pushed out of the top 7, but, you know, a win here might put them in a better seed, might put them up to 1st or 2nd, instead of 3rd where they currently sit. See the question, who do I think's making the finals? I honestly don't have the slightest clue. This season has seen a ton of shakeups in that top end of the ladder for both regions, and because the postseason format's a little different than we had that in the past, I don't know who we're gonna see in the end here. I do know it's going to be good gameplay, because I do know all of our teams in the top are very skilled, and you're going to see more of this. If not, dare I say, better action. As we get into it, for what could be the series decider, if Proteus can manage to take this round. Oops, apologies for that. A little behind the scenes for you, but had to fix it. It was really bothering me. Peas catches one on the edge. High voltage maybe trying to get aggressive on Gold Bro. Who knows? Oh, they cut them through the bus.
Lots of smoke coming from semi-truck alley.
Ooh, that nade almost got Ghost. A duo pushes in, but it costs them. Blazer goes down on the corner. Suplex doesn't catch the kill.
-1.
A lot of reinforcement and a lot of gunfire coming down this main lane. Smokes that we didn't see in first-person view were there. And so maybe just blind fire actually gets them the kill, but there are some good smokes out on the objective now. Ghost scoops up Toes from underneath the Humvee, and Proteus not exactly in a great spot. They have to pause things here. They are getting picked apart trying to push into this objective. Oh, that's huge. That's huge. 3-3 now.
Yep.
Wookie and James actually vulnerable to a nade. We've seen Peas deploy already today. Goes to show you how vital crouching is in a game like Onward. 3 players beat apart, not seeing each other. Oh, and if Make It Great tried that through the other wooden fence, they would find James, who's now pushing Make It Great out in the open. Make It seems to be fumbling around with their toolkit, pulling out the pistol now. Wow, and they were out of ammo on the corner. The push comes in, ends in a trade, 1-1. Wookie's actually the last one alive. Proteus clutch it up.
Let's go, baby! Let's go!
Good celebration coming in. Proteus have won themselves a series and a potential spot into the top 7. I still think map 3 matters, but I'm not the one doing the math at home. I know plenty of people are. Series decided. Subway's where we're going for map number 3. And I say it's important to play this out because obviously rounds matter, and this series has been close. I think Proteus need a decent win here to push them up enough MMR to get that 7th position, but I don't know how close the teams are. I don't know what the, obviously none of us do, what those exact numbers are. And so I'm curious just how close Proteus is to potentially pushing up, and if they have indeed secured themselves that advancement through into the regionals. Either way, a big W at the last game of the season for them, and again, I think it is. It might get them out of that qualifier. It might get them into the round robin automatically. So we'll have to see. Map 3 still here to be played out. And again, this is Mayhem's map pick. And I do see some hype in the chat that I'm sure will either be even more hype or will be dashed at the end of that next round. I'm a round ahead either way. Wow. What a series to tune into here this afternoon. An absolute fantastic Sunday of Onward, to say the least. No subs coming in on either side. I'm sure chat will let me know what the stats, what the numbers say, if Proteus have qualified in or not, but I do see a request for, maybe not a request, but I'll put the shout out there. Happy birthday, Shelby. Congrats on aging. Congrats on getting older. Wiser, as they say. Into the action we go for round number 1. No, false start. False start. Looks like a disconnect over on the Mayhem side. So we'll wait patiently. And I'll again remind you of the multiple postseason events happening here, starting with the last chance qualifier for Blast On, leading us into the Onward postseason, not this weekend, not this upcoming weekend, but the weekend after. And then after we're done with the Onward season, Echo Arena's postseason begins. And so you are going to be non-stop provided with giveaway opportunities for all of these postseason weekends, but also with just great esports action. So again, please tune into that. That'll be live over at twitch.tv/VRMasterLeague. Not going to want to miss that action there. Also, a quick shout out to our sponsors for this season. Those include ProTube VR, VRML, VR Cover, and Asterion. We do appreciate those sponsors coming in and providing prizes and supporting the VRML for what has been now 13 seasons, which is just crazy. Into the action we go, though, for map 3. Let's see how Mayhem does on the attack.
New guy treatment I see.
Are you still the new guy? I think you are.
Close enough, yeah. I think I'm the newest.
Unless you
At
can
least some friendly banter there on the Mayhem side. That banter now has stopped as they advance in from the basement. They don't want to give away their position, although the footsteps should do that. Oh, and High Voltage is just going to challenge right away out the gate. Comes flying up the top. Blazer goes down. Make it great. Can't find the kill.
There's another one up there in the
But High Voltage has control right on top of objective out the gate. Suppressed and tucked in. High Voltage not getting an opportunity to push this one uncontested, at least. Peas does get one. James goes down in the basement.
-1 basement.
Still a battle down there. Does end with Peas dropping off, and we're sort of split here as Mayhem does try and set up for multiple entries. The basement here with Peas, who is still guarding it. Not going to be easy for Ghost to get to.
There's still one inster. Fuck you.
Watch nade. Doesn't go as far as Make It was hoping. Finally, they go down as Ghost finds that kill. Should open up their opportunity to push in. As I say that, though, Suplex has advanced forward and is just outside. A utility toss away from disrupting this duo here. Oh, and actually, they get countered. A nice flash from Ghost. Does find them blind. The knife comes out. I don't think that was intentional. A flash there as they get shot in the back. DT4 scoops it up. Proteus are down to 2. Smokes are on the objective. Do they feel comfortable in their defense of this cap attempt? Goldbro is here, and so maybe they do. Oh, and look at this. We have to keep eyes on Peas. A very dangerous rotation here. Has to stay quiet.
You killed South Track, yeah? There should be a guy on the lower platform. Lower platform. Watch out for it.
Oh, and Peas taking the shots. Finds 2. Trying to push to the objective. And it's a 2v1. Proteus.
-2.
With some big plays. Peas with a big clutch. Wookiee alone. Just like that. I'm seeing more requests for birthday shoutouts. Mike, happy birthday on the 23rd, okay? Sorry we missed it. Fog on the 11th. Apologies. Happy birthday to you too. Happy birthday to everybody that we missed saying happy birthday to that wants to be said happy birthday to. How about that? Is that a little disingenuous? Is this headshot coming in gonna be locked in? No, it's not. Wookie can't quite find it. Gold Bro and Peas still holding on to the defense with 30 seconds left. Wookie is going to have to approach this objective. "20 seconds. Wookie doesn't catch Peas, and Peas really just buying time. 10 seconds left. And they're on objective. Gold Bro's there. Maybe hoping that there wasn't anyone there, but Peas really drawing out that distracted Wookie, and Gold Bro finds the kill, albeit with a little bit of extra labor in real life. 1-0 though on map 3, certainly a good start. Trying to put a bow on this series with a good solid scoreline. Again, I do appreciate you all stopping by, hanging out, and enjoying the action here this afternoon. Please do tell a friend. Proteus now on the attack, see how they decide to approach this objective, especially with a series win in their pocket. Are they going to maybe get a little bit extra aggressive? Or if anything, will we see them play a little more reserved because of the current situation and wanting to kind of amplify their win? The ideal start so far, though, on one defensive round now. With an objective that is capable, it certainly would be interesting. It's not going to be easy against Mayhem. They're not going to allow big gaps in defensive coverage that you would typically need to be able to get up to this objective to capture it. So I don't even know if considering a cap is wise for Proteus. But we'll see what we get. As we get into it, round number 2. Mayhem on defense, Proteus on the
Can I have
attack.
someone follow me to red room just in case? Watch for one pushing for barrels, but through the tunnels. They're gonna have one watching the basement 100%.
I'm taking off this.
Let's do it, boys.
Oh my god.
I saw that. You suck.
Oh, and look at this aggressive duo swing.
Fuck.
Why did you go down too?
Wookie and James almost getting double scooped up, but they both drop back. High voltage is down here as well. Tucked in, and Peas flashes them nicely.
I apologize.
Oh no, Peas.
-1 red room.
Takes the knife out onto high voltage. Proteus again trying to maximize, trying to amplify this win.
Ding ding.
A trade up top, one we won't go to, but a trade nonetheless. Mayhem 3v4. Wookie's there, can't get the kill. GT4 gets one. Make it great, catches on objective defense. No one else is home. GT4 has to rotate back. Ghost way off objective. Peas is pushed up to the other side. Proteus is capping. The flash comes in. Does it blind Peas and shut down the cap? It does. Big plays from GT4 as they suddenly swing things into their favor. A clutch hold from Mayhem. That was almost disaster. The double flash stops the cap. Remember that, people. Okay? If you've lost control of objective, flashbangs are your friend. It's why you see Volk players take flashbangs. Case in point. Just waiting in between rounds here, trying to save the voice of what has been a long day of games. Big series this afternoon, and now, as was said in chat, a 2-hour grinder, which I really do like. It absolutely has been a grind here for these teams, and very well could come in right around 2 hours. 10 more minutes till we get there. Stretch here. Just like I'm sure the players are stretching as we swap sides and objectives. Head up over to the upstairs market.
That's what you said, I'm sorry. Yeah, I said I apologize for this.
I apologize.
Yeah, I will have a someone fix that gold, fix that flashlight, aim it towards Horseshoe. Blind them.
Trying to use flashlights in the event that they push in with night vision. Those flashlights will be extra effective. Without night vision, they still do offer a little bit of a distraction, but not a ton. Waiting here to see if Pease is going to chuck that C4 up and over the top or not. They're going to go with a nade. They've had fantastic nades so far. Can't quite get it down there, though. Almost cost them as they try and check to see if they got one down. Oh, a team kill. Gold Bro. Here's the callouts, one north, and as they see one north, they take the shots. Like one went down on Mayhem as I tried to rotate in from the back stairs, and so the 4v4. We'll go on board high voltage as they do push their way out. This main avenue oftentimes C4'd.
We have a mid-alley, horseshoe alley clear. Well, sorry.
Okay. Footsteps, they're either in Sex Alley or they're watching the long towards north, like behind objective.
We haven't cleared the horseshoe side alley. We have not cleared that yet.
We did lose tunnels, so watch out for that type of flank.
Talking out strat. Identifying where their teammate is, GT4, and really a lot of checking from high voltage here. They've checked that tablet 5 times already in this corner. Maybe just to have it. Here comes another check. Oh no, I was waiting to see if it was happening, but it doesn't. Ooh, Blazer does peek, and everyone's here trying to take shots on the Blazer in the corner. They do push Gold Bro. More utility comes in. Down goes Blazer as they fly outside. 1 kill. Gold Bro suplex and make it great. Left alive. Oh, and actually a bit of utility comes in. Just a nade up over the top that doesn't connect. Good smoke onto the corner. A dangerous smoke onto the corner. They could actually cap in that smoke. No, that's not quite billowing enough around the corner. Gold Bro would be able to identify that. Gold Bro and Suplex are here, though. James does get across. Suplex does see it. Another smoke. Yeah, looks like it. This one draws the suppressive fire out. Ooh, a good flash there. The call out from James, timely, just wait as the flash comes through, recognizing that there would be a bit of a counter aggression here off that smoke. A lot of utility being deployed by Proteus, a lot of counter utility trying to be deployed onto them. They do catch Ghost onto the corner. Nice job there from Proteus. Mayhem still looking to get this round, but they have to get down Gold Bro first. That's the first kill. James does it. High Voltage coming in to support James here. 2v2. 2 minutes left on the clock.
That's some leggy ass shit right there, boy.
So are you, buddy.
Can't quite get high voltage. Time continues to tick, though.
2 main.
Oh, and Suplex catches voltage. James now alone. Patiently playing this one out in the corner.
Cover my angle. I'm gonna go get.
Shaking their head, maybe. Disappointment at the over-aggression. Could consider. Actually dropping back now, and it is a 1v1. 50 seconds left. Oh, the catch make it great. What patience from James. "30 seconds in. Now they have to move. Suplex knows this. No need to peek out or look for anything else. Trouble, however, is Cap. Suplex on this side. I don't think James can cap on this. And they can't get Suplex in time. A trade on the edge there. Goes the favor of Proteus. Take a look at the total score line today. Proteus have won the series, to maybe a few people's surprises if they are just stopping by. Current scoreline 10 to 6, excuse me. Definitely a powerful dub. And we now just wait to see what Proteus will do on the attack. I don't think I've seen this objective capped maybe more than like 4 times. For me saying that, I think that's something because I've watched a lot of Onward. And so I do think this objective lends itself into the defensive side more than it does to the offense. We'll have to see if Mayhem can tie this thing back up with a solid defensive hold of their own.
Yeah, you
An ideal toss there from Wookiee as we're already into a trade underground. No, just on the north side. Trade that does end in a res, and while the rest of the team working their way underground, make it great and Blazer advancing in through the underground stairwell. They'll make their way up into an uncontested side here. No one tucked in, no one even watching this lane really. The only thing is this C4 here. Who else has eyes other than maybe high voltage, but they're tucked into the corner. So the duo will at least be able to make their way and get control of this, what is considered sex shop alley. And ooh, I almost didn't swap the gameplay in time, so good thing I did.
The maintenance stairs.
Good start for Proteus, though. Oh, and a great tots on the smoke. A flare gets shot out? I don't think that flare went as far as they wanted it to. I think it almost hit an invisible wall, but these nades also bouncing off the awnings and not quite going as deep as they're trying to get them. Geese gets super far forward, though. Already is pushed up. Ghost trying to redirect the smoke. Does shift that smoke grenade. Meanwhile, Blazer trying to push in. Geese catches 2 on objective. High Voltage is the only one here to defend, and they do defend. It's now Goldbro and Blazer with James Boak rotating back to retake objective.
383395689.
Calling out numbers to disrupt if anyone's capping, and as they get there to defend in the chaos, Goldbro and Blazer are patiently waiting for the rotation and will catch the kill. Proteus have a 3-1 lead on map 3. They're looking to take the whole boat, take this scoreline 12-6, and lock in a powerful W up against an opponent that connoisseurs were anticipating would not win. I mean, Mayhem were the favorites here with 24-7, 21-7. Because I did the math, and 7 times 3 is 21. 1-3 odds, or 3-1 odds, however you want to say it. Proteus have delivered, or maybe at least for the 7 people that voted for him, they've delivered. And man, this whole, I've seen it in chat, this whole series really has been a fantastic battle. A great matchup to go back and rewatch. And, I mean, ultimately, a preview in some ways, if not maybe even expect even more intense matchups than this when we get into the postseason. So a lot to look forward to, I think. You know, is what I'm taking away from this great battle that we've been tuning into here. Proteus go on the defense, and they actually head now into the basement for our next objective. And there we go. Started the round. See how Proteus decide to hold.
Grab that pistol, put it at the bottom right there facing the thing.
Bottom of what?
Bottom of the stairway.
Isn't it gonna be hitting the stairs? That's good, right?
How many Proteus players does it take to drop a flashlight?
Bring it further, closer. Closer?
2.
Sure, you do it. I'll stand there. They're not gonna be here anytime soon.
Underground, Blazer catches James. All out brawl here in these basement alleyways, basement tunnels.
I think I see a C4. No, I think I see it.
C4, nades, suppressive fire. They got the whole thing here.
I got him. 1 down barrels.
Trade on the other side. Mayhem are down to 3, so is Proteus. Peas, meanwhile, up top, hearing all of this underneath them. Not advancing yet. And if you are enjoying the action and you haven't yet hit the follow button, please do, as we will have more gameplay here, as I've said, over the next course of the next week and weekends, which will be filled with great gameplay. And I say follow this channel, but actually you should be following twitch.tv/VRMasterLeague, because that's where the games will be. So do follow that, twitch.tv/VRMasterLeague, no spaces, no hyphens, just that, VRMasterLeague on Twitch. Go ahead and give that a follow. But also appreciate the sub and the follow coming in. Skateboard Jake, thank you for that subscription. And I know I can give these shout outs now because it is going to be a little bit of time here before this duo tries to make their way up, or at least I expect it to be. Trio, excuse me. no.
Yo, fuck.
A team kill turns things into the favor of Proteus 3v2. 3 minutes left. Suplex, make it great. Inside objective space. P's still up top and considering approaching with the flank here. Can they make it a successful flank a second time? That's the big question. They have to start pushing sooner than later or else they will get left behind. And oh no, they're going to catch the back of at least one. GT4 doesn't get caught. Utility does come in. And Nate, it looks like, goes a little too far. Ghost is here on the corner, and there's going to be a trade on that corner. GT4 does get the res. It's 2-2. Mayhem trying to clutch this up with 2 minutes left. Basement drops back, and that drop back and comms is heard. Make it great, getting risky here, peeking up. Checking onto this top floor. But look at this rotation from GT4 and Ghost. They are rotating all the way around.
Alright.
Minute 30 left. This is a long rotation.
It's going to be our only attempt.
And yeah, they know it. They know the time is going to be an element here. This is going to put them with basically 30 seconds to push down these stairs, get up to the objective stairs, and push down those.
Watch the basement stairs. I can jiggle if you want.
Alright.
Make it's there on the stairs. But they're not popping up yet. 40 seconds, and yeah, they're going to have 30 seconds to push down the stairs like they want to.
Go downstairs, I'm gonna flash.
Ooh, a good flash up and over. No, it's just a nade. Doesn't catch anyone, though, and Great is able to tuck back in. 30 seconds now as utility comes in. Oh, almost a team kill off of the flash. I don't know what happened there. Ghost lucky that those shots didn't actually hit them. 15 seconds now. Time, a big factor. Trying to push through the smoke. Suplex and Make It Great are here and putting up a great defensive hold. Dumping rounds in, and GT4 goes down. Proteus lock in a map 3 win, 4-1. That's the series. That's the season. At least regular season. Postseason coming up, as you know. I've said it 100 times. I'm not going to say it again. Shout out to everyone tuning in here this afternoon. Do appreciate you stopping by, hanging out, enjoying the action, and chatting. Was a overall great Sunday night. And I'm happy that we caught this action. It is going to be it for me, though, here this afternoon. Again, more games live next week. Weekend, the following weekend, postseason begins. Giveaway on twitch.tv/VRMasterLeague. Be sure to follow that channel. It's going to be hype. That's it for me. My name is Ben NightFiree with 2 E's. Thank you for tuning in. Until next time, stay classy.